I have a hair tutorial for you because so many of you are always so lovely and comment on my hair, and I know that I said a little while ago that I wasn't going to do any more heated rollers hair tutorials, but I've changed my mind because I have had some new heated rollers come into my life, and I just wanted to show you guys them and how I use them, because I feel that they are just as good, in fact maybe even a little bit better than my old favourites, which are the Enrapture rollers, which you've all seen me bang on about so many times. Now, I found that the Enrapture rollers seem to be really difficult to find these days, and I really don't like promoting stuff that you can't really get hold of because I feel like a bit of a tease. So I thought, as I have got some new heated rollers in my life, I would do a tutorial with them, show you how I kind of get my everyday hair look, which is like big bouncy curls that you see in the majority of my videos, and just kind of tell you a little bit about the rollers and where you can get them from. So I'm just going to get started. These are the Remington Silk Rollers. They look like this, and they are new to the Remington Silk line. I've got a couple of the products from the Remington Silk line, and they're always such lovely products that last really well. And I can't even tell you how excited I was to hear that they were releasing some heated rollers, because I love heated rollers. I think they're just a lifesaver for my hair, and I wouldn't be able to get my hair to look the way that it does without them. So I'm going to get started so we're not here for too long. Basically, I'm just going to brush my hair out. It's just going to separate it like this. I'm just going to give it a good brush to make sure there's no like knots or tangles, because you want your hair to be nice and knot free. And I actually washed my hair last night. Like I always say in my videos, I would recommend that if you want your hair to stay in place and you don't want the curls to drop, having dirty hair is the best way to go. So seeing as my hair is quite clean, I'm going to put some dry shampoo through, and this is the Herbal Essences dry shampoo, and this just kind of gives it a bit of texture, meaning it's not as soft and slippy, which means that the rollers will be able to grip the hair a bit more, creating a better effect, and it will actually stay in place a bit longer. Rub that in and it will just create a bit more volume, and it just makes my hair texture a little less kind of soft. What I also do is I just spray a little bit of hairspray onto the hair before I put the rollers in. This just gives it a bit of a stickiness almost. I just find it makes the rollers stick to the hair better. So the rollers heat up in 90 seconds, which is obviously quite quick. There's no indicator light on them, but I tend to do them till I feel like they're hot enough. Obviously, the hotter I think the better, but obviously don't do them too hot so you're burning your fingers, because that is not good. There is so many rollers. How many is there? There's 25 rollers, which is amazing. There's some small rollers which are for like the tighter curls, and then big rollers which are for volume and waves. And I've got a lot of hair, and this is just amazing, because usually I think that rollers are quite tight with how many they provide. So it's so good to see that one has like 25. Right, and I'm going to take one of the bigger rollers for the volume. And I just always start in the middle because my hair's quite long, and then roll it up that way. And then I just always do the top section first. I've never been able to get big bouncy hair like by using a curling iron. I always only seem to get it with heated rollers, but that is because like obviously my hair is pretty long and thick, which means that it's quite heavy. I think people think that heated rollers are really difficult to use, but I mean, when I first started using them, I was all fingers and thumbs, and I didn't know what I was doing, but you get used to them. Now, I tend to use the smaller rollers and then a couple of the larger ones for like the lengths of my hair, so I've got a bit of a mixture of tight curls and waves, so you just kind of like integrate together. The clips are really sturdy as well, because I have been trying different rollers out, and some of them, the clips are really flimsy, which means they don't really stay put in your hair, but these feel so secure. Now, I get quite a lot of people asking me, like when I do rollers tutorial or just kind of get ready with me, like how long to leave the rollers into your hair. I always say the longer the better, because obviously that means the longer the heat's got in your hair, and I just feel that you get a better effect. But the Remington rollers, you can actually leave them in for 5 minutes to kind of get like wave and curly hair. I tend, because obviously I've got quite a lot of hair, which means that my hair kind of falls out of style quite quickly. I tend to leave them in, I put them in and then I do my makeup, which takes me about 15 to 20 minutes. So I leave them in like 20 minutes. But if I'm going for a special occasion or if I'm going on a night out, I tend to put my rollers in and then kind of go and chill, and I'll maybe leave them in for about an hour or so, because I want my hair to be really, really big and curly, and obviously want it to last the night. So obviously it's up to you. If you want to do them in a rush, then that's completely cool. You'll get like really nice waves and curls. But if you want your hair to be super, super big and to last all night, I would just leave them in for as long as possible. But like 10 to 15 minutes is more than fine, so they're quite speedy. Right, so I've put all my hair in rollers and I'm starting to look a little bit strange right now. And you know what? I've still got 7 rollers left, which is amazing. So it just shows you that I've got all this hair and I've managed to put all mine into rollers. So if someone had shorter hair, you would have more than enough. So basically, I'm going to now leave these in for probably about 20 minutes, which is just what I do every day, so you can kind of see like a real effect. So I will be back in about 20 minutes and we'll take the rollers out and I'll show you what the curls look like. Okay, so I've left my hair in the rollers for about 20 minutes now, and now it's time to take them out. So I'm just going to take them out one by one and then I'm going to hairspray them. So just take the Weller Silverkin Classic Hairspray. I think that using heated rollers over like a curling wand or straighteners is actually better for your hair, because although you are still using heat, it's not as hot and it's kind of more like a slow heat rather than the real boiling heat like pressed down on your hair that straighteners. The rollers just create a really natural, voluminous look. As you can see, I've got quite a little volume at the top here, which is just really, really easily created. I haven't had to do much to my hair at all. And then I just kind of go through and just spray all the length so that it stays in place for as long as possible. But I usually just kind of leave my hair like this, and then it does kind of drop down a little bit during the day, but it doesn't, you know, completely fall out. I've just been really, really impressed with these rollers, and yeah, sometimes I just like put it to the side. If you want to get like extra volume, you can go back in with the dry shampoo and just spray that to just get a bit of extra volume. If you want to get like, you know, the big hair that like, you know, Cheryl and like Kate Middleton have, then that's what you can do. But I tend to just kind of leave it there and my hair's ready to go. I'm using these heated rollers every single day, and I've actually put away my Unwrapture ones, which I think is saying something. So if you've got any other questions about the rollers, hopefully I've covered everything in this video. I will also pop a link in the down bar below where you can buy them and you can check them out for yourselves if you like the look of them. But if you've got any other questions at all, like regarding big hair or the rollers, then either leave me a comment in the comments bar or you can tweet me at Dizzybrunette3 and I will answer them. But I've kind of covered everything, that what I do with my hair on a day-to-day basis and how I try to keep it in place for as long. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe, because at the moment I'm uploading 3 beauty videos a week, well 2 beauty videos and 1 weekly vlog. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos. But I'll see you soon on my next one. Bye!